We're doing a septic inspection today.
Any water you use in your house is going to go out back through the sewer line into the first lid you have back there. From there, gravity flows into the second tank, which has your pumps in there. When you use water, the water in that pump tank will rise. When it gets to a certain level, the pumps will turn on and it pumps the water all the way up here to these two distribution boxes. And when the water gets here, what it does is this box equally distributes water through each drain field trench. And then it just disperses into the ground from there. There is a total of 8. There's 4 in that box, that's your upper drain field, and there's 4 in this lower box. This is the lower drain field. It's about from this box to that tree line over there, and then going down. They're on 6-foot centers, so every 6 feet there's one, so 6, 12, 18. It's about 25 feet down the hill, and then over to the tree line as well. The first one is the septic tank, and the second one is the pump tank, and that's what houses your pumps that pump the wastewater up here to the drain field. Diversion valve, you have to turn it 1 time a year, and what it does is it switches the water flow from the upper drain field, which is that distribution box and lines, to this lower one here. And they each have 4 drain field lines, and when you turn that valve, like once again, it just switches the water flow from the upper half to the lower half. Water pump up here to the upper box, and then I turn the flow diversion valve, which switched the water flow to this lower box. So next year, they'll switch it back to the upper box.
Just be aware not to plant anything or like put a pool or, you know, stuff like that that's heavy on this area right here. You can play soccer, what kids can play on it, but as far as like driving over it or, you know, planting stuff, because the roots are gonna ruin the system.
We're gonna cover these back up, and then we'll go down and test the alarm and make sure that it's working, and camera the sewer line and make sure that it's open and clear. In here, it operates with about 1 foot of airspace. So that's normal operating level where that sludge is right there. So what they'll do is they'll pump it down. This tank's actually about 5 feet deep, and they'll just poke their head in there and make sure that the sidewalls aren't cracked, no water's leaking in, that everything's watertight and acceptable. But other than that, we're gonna hit the alarm, make sure it works. All right, everything's good to go.
Okay.
If the water level in the tank got high enough to get to the alarm, and the alarm is working fine, the pumps are working good,